back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel. It's been some time since we've done a proper tank review. That is a tax-free one and not a premium one. I mean, the premiums come flying in left, right and dead center constantly in World of Tanks Blitz. But I had, well, a few games in the Hellcat on a press account, and I got one which was a pretty darn sexy one. Then I've also received a few replays showing Hellcat masteries, and I had this game showing the Hellcat, and I figured, well, I actually quite like the tank. I kind of forgot about how much I liked it, because this was one of the 3 or 4 vehicles that I started to drive quite a bit when I was originally playing the game, and which got me into, well, which basically made me a better player. And one of them was the Panzer III, and that Panzer III was still unnerved. It was still a tier 4 tank, and that kind of taught me how to relocate, because you had that pew-pew gun, you had the high penetration low alpha gun. You really had to use that one on a flanking mission, because being tier 4 you would see tier 5 tanks. Then there was also the Panzer IV-D, which was also a tier 4 tank. No armor, good gun, good alpha, 160 back in the days, and that one taught me how to, well, make your shots count basically. The Centurion 1 was a tier 8 tank that really helped me out, and when I originally played it, and I think this is about the first, maybe the second full review I've done on the channel, quite some time ago, that one was also in +2, -2 matchmaking. And then you have this one, the Hellcat. And yes, that one was available in +2, -2 matchmaking. You would face up against KV4s. And I had 3 in this little machine of terror and justice. And it has got no armor. It is really quick, it has a good gun, but against big guns, even against the KV2, you will not stand a chance. If a KV2 penetrates you with HE, then you are in big trouble. Same goes for an SU-152, or let alone a Borsig, etc. You will not survive. Just no questions asked. Then again, if KV2 is on low hit points, you can do HE. You got a 19mm gun, so that is a fairly useful gun against tier 6 tanks. And he's sending the KV2 back to garage. Our tune is sexier than yours. Well, yeah, but if a Hellcat can do this, then it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's a tank with no armor. Just treat it like that. I'm going to show you a few instances in this game, in this video, not in this game I think, where the armor does work, because it has got a gun mantlet. And that's about it. That really is about it. And you can see that Lynyrd Skynyrd here is now in a world of trouble, and that's also due to the fact that this tank, the Hellcat, has got awful turret traverse. It really is. It's like the gunner is sitting in the tank just cranking a wheel by hand to make the turret go around. And that's the main thing that helped me get a better player back in the days, because you really had to be map aware. You can't go chasing other people just screaming around the corner and then expect to be able to shoot them. You just can't do that, because it has god awful turret traverse. And Lynyrd Skynyrd here picks up 6 kills and a fairly hefty amount of damage for a first class medal against a KV2 platoon. And yes, they seem to ignore him, but if you position in a corner of the map and with topography to hide you, houses, sheds, whatever, just anything to keep you shielded from the enemy, then this tank can work. But like I said, you've got no armor, you've got great speed, you can relocate really efficiently, but the turret traverse, that will catch you off guard if you are unaware of it. Don't drive it in a dogfight. There's just no way you will be able to do this. And this was one of the games that was sent to me by email, and it actually had the subject title, "Oh, my very first mastery in the Hellcat." And well, Wolverine 9827, here it is, right on the channel. And he's just a regular player. You can see that he's got 20 AP, APCR runs for premium ammo, and a few HE left in there as well. Has got the American camouflage on top of the tank, and he's going to use the tank in a sniping fashion. But then again, he is top tier against an SU-100Y, and if that tank loads its premium ammo, you will lose 2/3 of your hit points. No problems whatsoever, no questions asked. The other main trait that the Hellcat has, and I think you should really use that on the tank, is the camouflage factor. It is slightly higher than the SU-100 and the Jagdpanzer IV, so it's not the best camouflage in the game as far as tier 6 tank destroyers are concerned. The same goes for the WZ-131G FT, that has a slightly better camo rating. But if you pack a camouflage net, sorry, if you pack a camouflage net, then it is a really efficient tank to sit at some distance. Your view range is good. It's not mental, but it's good, 240. In that regard, you outclass the Jagdpanzer IV. But you're best in class for tier 6 tank destroyers. And when it was originally released, it used to be one of those snipers. I mean, set up your binoculars, set up the camouflage net, sit in the back, and just start firing away at the enemy. And you have to play this tank in second line first. You are the ultimate support tank. You can make it work in games like Supremacy when you're bottom tier. I'm going to show you that after this game. But here Wolverine is just farming the enemy. You can see 374 meters in total. Oh, hello SU-100. You are in a nice position. 457, no problem. There we go. Boom, straight through the track wheel. It's an American gun, obviously, which means that it is good. It can be slightly derpy from time to time, but if you let it aim pretty consistently, if you let it aim fully, then it will hit where you want it to hit. And he's going to shoot this VK, and then he's lighting him up, and that VK is going to nearly burn to death. That's annoying. And then he shoots the KV-2, but the KV-2 also kills his last remaining teammate. Wolverine has done the right thing in the Hellcat. Sit it at the back, let your teammates die, vampire them, just keep shooting the reds while they do not expect you, and then start relocating. He's got 800 health left. He's a one-shot to the KV-2 if that tank shoots HE, or maybe even a high roll with AP. Yeah, probably. But you can just go in and clear this VK, play your underscore number thing. He's down, pop, went to turret, no problem. And the KV-2 was on the cap, and it's only one tank on the cap. Well, they know where he is. So, bets odds are that one of the tanks is pre-aimed, this STRV, and I think here he makes a bit of a mistake by come screaming around the corner and look at the turret traverse. Did you notice that? He wasn't fully traversed yet, which meant that he had a gun bloom just a little bit bigger. Not much, but just a little bit big, and that's costing him quite some hit points here. And against an STRV, which is an auto-loading tank, you do not want to have that. Then again, the STRV just panicked, and he managed to, not clear him, but he's on 299 health. Oh, the KV-2 just fired. Yes, wreck him. Nearly done that. And the KV-2 is thinking, oh, alright, I'm behind the building now. Let's move back just a little bit more. Great stuff, Wolverine. 9827, 4 kills, 3000 damage, and you can see nothing blocked whatsoever. A little bit of damage done to the fire on the VK as well, 3301 in total. 70 shots, 17 hits, 70 penetrations. This is one of the other ways in which you can play the Hellcat. We've seen that, well, sort of brawly, not so brawly game in the first one. By Glenn and Skinnett, we've seen Wolverine using the absolute sniper role. And this is the Hellcat this is my own slightly noob-free gameplay. This is the Hellcat in a bottom tier scenario. In a supremacy match with failed tunes on either side, and you also have that Leopard on the red team. Those tanks are nasty against a Hellcat because they can unload their full magazine into you, no problem whatsoever, and you just can't keep up with them. Not with that turret traverse. You just look at this. I'm already aiming towards B cap, as you can see, and well, I forgot to mention that actually, which is kind of stupid because it's very obvious. The Hellcat has a fully rotatable turret. It doesn't go around that quick, but it is fully rotatable. I missed that shot on the gun, not sure, but we missed the first shot on the P43 turret, and I'm waiting for some shots. I was expecting that Predator to move. I'm trying to blind fire there, nothing done yet. Right, tanks are on C cap. I have a fully trained crew over here. I am behind the bush. I can bounce that 84 Sentinel, but I've got a fully trained crew. Camo net deployed as well, camo paint, everything, the lot. My camo is through the roof. But I still want to relocate because I've been looking at the map. Can you see the icons over there? I also noticed that P43 turret moving away. And I wanted to help my team here and clear this T37, but yeah, that's not needed because the Sherman Firefly finishes off. And then I want to shoot this P43 and then hope he misses. He doesn't, he penetrates. I move forward, I don't stop. If I would have pulled back, I mean, my reverse speed is not that good. It's actually pretty darn bad. That would have cost me even more in terms of shots fired. And I also noticed that T71 rolling in. I realized he had 3 shots loaded. If he penetrates them all on the P43 turret and I can put 2 shots into him, we would be able to kill him, and we did. Shooting through the wooden shed made my penetration lose a little bit, so I did not manage to penetrate the side armor of the Lycan, and I'm just being very cautious here. We've got B captured, they've got C, we've got the T71 running around who seems to know what he's doing, so I'm just gonna chill here, and I kind of screw up because I'm too late to react to this ARL 44. And I'm gonna shoot this Lycan again and then anticipating getting spotted. Yes, I am, so I'm already moving away. If you're not map aware, if you can't read what's going on in the game, don't play the Hellcat. If you can't read the map, if you're not aware of what's going to happen in the game, and you want to get better at it, play the Hellcat. And yes, that might sound strange at the beginning, but the Hellcat will teach you all those skills because you can't just push in and trade with other tanks. I mean, the gun is good enough. Make no mistake about that. You got a 90mm gun with a good punch. You do 225 in terms of alpha damage per shot. Your penetration values are quite good, 160 on AP, which is well, about the norm. We're looking at the SU-100 with the big gun. That one has 175 in terms of penetration. But yeah, it is good. 160 is not bad at all. It has, well, badish DPM. By no means as good as the Panzer IV. But your APCR shell is godlike. 243. 243. That's brilliant. And if you're in situations like this, where I will now bounce a shot from the Lycan, and I bounce a return shot as well, I'm just going to pull back here because I also realize that this T71 is nearly getting shots in once, twice. Yeah, there we go. 501. Health knocked off. I can put a shot through the lower plate. There we go. You got god-awful aim time, and his SU-152 is now running away. I was aware of where he was. This is just a smart game. I can shoot him up the ass now. There we go, once. And I'm reloaded in time, just before he rounds the corner. Like I said, the DPM is not brilliant, but yeah, DPM in a tank like this is useful. But having the other factors, that's even more useful. And when I'm sitting stationary with my camo skills and then the camo net erect, that SU-152 is blind as a bat. He would have to come at about 150 meters in front of me to be able to spot me when I'm sitting still. So I will always outspot him when he's moving. And there he is, 185. There we go, no problem whatsoever. The armor is destroyed, and it's number 3 in total. 3 higher tier tanks destroyed, which means a mastery, a Hellonen's medal, as you can see here. But a big shout out to the T-71 Panzer Lion. I couldn't have done it without you, mate. Great game for you, great teamwork, on the fly platooning. And, well, shout out to the T1 Heavy as well, being the bottom tier tank that he was. Massively bottom tier in that failed tune and still doing 472 in terms of damage. Yeah. The Hellcat. Drive it if you want to get better at the game. Cheers, happy tanking, catch you on the next one.